gotta go. You guys know what's coming up. Arms and shoulders. Here. Give us a muscle, Michelle.
I didn't even
Give us a muscle, Michelle.
work my arms, and this is my left arm.
Still big,
You
though.
need the right.
Keep going there. Full force. You don't even have that mindset. You're not gonna.
Woo!
Yeah. So we hit shoulders and arms. I'm kind of disappointed. My most intense thing I did, I didn't even film. So to finish off, I did reverse curls to hit up here, and I did some forearm work to hit in there.
Wow.
Still
We
skinny.
have matching veins.
I'm still skinny. Yeah, we do. Okay, so you guys will see chest and arm, or not chest and arm, shoulders and arms. Towards the beginning of the workout, whenever I was training arms, I went heavier and focused on form, and then did the burners, the high rep stuff of 50 plus reps. And the pump,
He dreams about the pump.
if I try and describe it with words, I will disrespect the pump. You must simply go experience it for yourself. I got one word: acid blood. 2 words: acid blood. All right, enjoy the workout.
Quiet now. The heavy blade crushed into the back of the man's skull and sprayed blood across the stones. More, he whispered, and the room turned around him as he sought out the next kill. More, he bellowed, and he laughed, and the walls laughed, and the corpses laughed with him. Where's the rest of you? He saw a dark-skinned woman with a bleeding cut on her face and a knife in her hand. She didn't look like the others, but she would do just as well. He smiled, crept forward, and raised his sword in both hands. She stepped away, watching him, keeping the table between them. Hard yellow eyes like the wolf. A tiny voice seemed to tell him she was on his side. Shame.
A man from the north.
A massive shape in the doorway.
Who's asking?
They call me the Stone Splitter.
He was big, this one. Very big and tough and savage. You could see it on him as he shoved the cupboard away with his huge boot and crunched forward through the broken plates. It meant less than nothing to the Bloody Nine, though. He was made to break such men. Tall Duru Thunderhead had been bigger. Rudd Three Trees had been tougher. Black Dow had been twice as savage. The Bloody Nine had broken them and plenty more besides. The bigger, the tougher, the more savage he was, so much the worse would be his breaking.
Stone shitter.
Laughed the Bloody Nine.
So what? Next to die is what you are, and nothing more.
He held his left hand up, spattered with red blood, 3 fingers spread out wide, grinning through the gap where the middle one used to be a long time ago.
They call me the Bloody Nine.
The Stone Splitter ripped his mask and threw it on the floor.
Liar. There are plenty of men in the north have lost a finger. They ain't all 9 fingers.
No, only me.
That great face twisted up with rage.
You liar. You think you're scared of the Stone Splitter with a name that's not your own? I'll carve a new arse in your maggot. I'll put the bloody cross on you. I'll put you back in the mud, you coward liar.
Kill me. I do the killing, fool.
Talking was done. Stone Splitter came at him with an axe in one hand and mace in the other. Great heavy weapons, though he used them quick enough. The mace swung across, smashed a hole through the glass in one of the windows. The axe came down, split one timber of the table in half, made the plates jump in the air, the candlesticks topple, the Bloody Nine twitched away, frog hopping, waiting for his time. The mace missed his shoulder by an inch as he rolled across the table, cracked one of the big fat stones on the floor, split it down the middle, chips flying through the air. The stone splitter roared, swinging his weapon, smashing a chair in half, knocking a chunk of one of the stones of the fireplace, chopping a great gash in the wall. His axe stuck fast in the wood for a moment, and the bloody nine sword flashed over, broke the haft into splintering halves, leaving the stone splitter with a broken stick in his paw. He flung it away and heft the mace, came on even harder, swinging it around with furious bellows. It sailed over, and the bloody nine sword caught it just below the head, ripping it out of the big hand. It twisted through the air and clattered to the floor, but the stone splitter pressed forward, spreading his great hands out wide. Too close to use the big sword now. Stone Splitter smiled at his huge arms closed around the bloody nine, folding him tight, holding him fast. "Got yer," he shouted, squeezing him with a great hug. An awful mistake. Better to embrace the burning fire. Crack! The bloody nine's forehead smashed into his mouth. He felt the stone splitter's grip slacken a little, and he wriggled his shoulders, making room, wriggling mole in his burrow. He swung his head back as far as it would go. Billy Goat charges. The second headbutt smashed the stone splitter's nose flat open. He grunted, and the big arms released a little more. The third cracked his cheekbone. The arms fell away. The fourth broke his heavy jaw. Now it was the bloody nine holding him up, smiling as he smashed his forehead into the shattering face. Woodpecker pecking, tap, 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 5, 6, 7, 8. There was a satisfying rhythm to the crunching of the face bones. 9, and he let the stone splitter fall. He staggered sideways and crumbled to the floor, blood spilling from his ruined face.
How's that for you?
The bloody nine laughed, wiping blood out of his eyes and giving the stone splitter's lifeless body a couple of kicks. The room spun around him, swam around him, laughing.
How's that?
He stumbled, blinked, sleepy, campfire guttering.
No, not yet.
He dropped to his knees.
Not yet.
There was more to do. Always more to do. His time was up. The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie, pages 592 through 595. Whenever I read that, it gives me goosebumps. And today was kind of one of those workouts. It was real savage, right? Like when Nine Fingers is just smashing his face in a stone splitter's face, and just complete like savagery. There's an energy to that sort of aggression that, I mean, we only get to experience that sort of aggression like we just live, there's just not many times we get to be aggressive like that. Like whenever I wrestled in high school, that was a good way to get out like aggression. Get out that, I don't know if you could call it like masculine energy, like aggressiveness. But today's workout, I really felt that. I was really in a weird zone where Nine Fingers got to be aggressive towards Stone Splitter. I felt like, in a way, I was being aggressive towards my muscles. Right? It's in my mind, there's me, which exists between my ears, and then there's my body. And me and my body aren't working together to lift the weights. Me and the weights are working together to destroy my body, to rip up that muscle, to pump it full of metabolites, to, present that hypertrophic stimulus to it. Bodybuilding's an art, man. It's an art, it's an outlet, it's therapy. And I was actually just telling Lindsay, I hope that, like, I don't know who these videos are going to reach. I don't know the demographic. I have no idea. I'm just putting them out there. Each video, I'm just doing whatever, literally doing whatever. Like I'm not just experimenting to see what responds with, you know, helping to grow an audience, but I'm also experimenting to see what I like. Do I enjoy giving out educational, instructional videos with helpful, you know, hints and tips? Do I enjoy making content that's that kind of like touches more on the artistic side of bodybuilding? Or, you know, like I really liked today, like in the gym, it was just a real aggressive acid blood workout. Like my blood could have melted some steel today. And man, like I just love that. And I just want other people to feel that. Get that acid blood. Like, look at those reps, man. Frick, my triceps are hurting just looking at that. These negatives. Oh my gosh. Those hurt so bad. I hit triceps at the end of my workout today because I hit them yesterday. So I hit shoulders and biceps because they were fresh, and I saved triceps for the end of the workout. But they weren't sore going into the workout today. My chest is so sore from yesterday, which is awesome. You know, the most important thing, you know, they say is consistency. So not just getting in the gym consistently, but what about like really tearing up the muscle consistently? Can't wait for tomorrow. See you guys then.